some people have this notion that if you keep the newborn free from interactions, of the various people around him, and if you keep him in a confined environment where he has no interaction from anyone whatsoever, would he continue to remain on fitrah? It's a question that crosses minds of a lot of people. Yeah. I hope you understand the point I'm making here. That you have a newborn, yeah, a baby, and instead of influencing the baby, through yourself as parents, or through others, as neighbors, or for that matter, through the rest of the world, you keep him in any confinement where he has zero interaction with anyone. He just has the fitrah, because Islam says kullu mauludin yuladu ala al-fitra. So he was born and on that fitrah of being able to recognize Allah Azza wa Jal, right? So can that boy, when he continues to grow, at one point in time when he has grown to be a full adult, can he identify and worship Allah Azza wa Jal alone? Is the question, because this question crosses the minds of a lot of people. Yeah. So the answer to this question lies in this ayah. وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَا لِكُلِّ نَبِيٍّ عَدُوًا شَيَاطِينَ الْإِنسِ وَالْجِنِّ. Yeah. Similarly, there is a beautiful hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in which the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam further says that this section of the hadith is hadith Qudsi, which means the kalam of Allah Azza wa Jal. What is that kalam of Allah Azza wa Jal? Allah Azza wa Jal says, وَإِنِّي خَلَقْتُ عِبَادِي حُنَفَاءَ كُلَّهُمْ ثم أتتهم الشياطين فاجتالتهم عن دينهم وحرمت عليهم ما أحللت لهم وأمرتهم أن يشركوا بما لم أنزل به سلطانا. This is the narration of Sahih Muslim. So there is not even any question or a semblance of a doubt on the authenticity of the hadith. The hadith is narrated by Iyad ibn Himar al-Mujashi'i radiyallahu anhu. He says that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on one occasion said this hadith, and then further he added that this is what Allah Azza wa Jal had to say. What did Allah Azza wa Jal say? وَإِنِّي خَلَقْتُ عِبَادِي حُنَفَاءَ كُلَّهُم. I created the entire mankind, all my slaves. I created all of them to be absolutely upright in worshipping Allah Azza wa Jal alone. So Allah Azza wa Jal created all of us hunafa, from Hanif. Yeah, absolutely upright, without inclining this way or that way, without inclining anywhere. So that's how all of us were created. ثُمَّ أَتَتْهُمْ الشَّيَاطِينَ. And then Satans came to these people. فَجْتَالَتْهُمْ عَنْ دِينِهِمْ. And they got them away from the religion they were supposed to follow, the religion of Allah Azza wa Jal. وَأَمَرَتْهُمْ أَيْ وَحَرَّمَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ مَا أَحْلَلْتُ لَهُمْ. And they made a few things that I had made halal. They made, those Satans made those things haram on them. Similarly, وَأَمَرَتْهُمْ أَن يُشْرِكُوا بِي مَا لَمْ أُنَزِّلْ بِهِ سُلْطَانًا. So, and they also commanded them to worship others besides Allah Azza wa Jalla, about which I have not sent anything to suggest something like that. So this is one thing. And I also recited an ayah, a portion of the ayah, which says, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَا لِكُلِّ نَبِيٍّ عَدُوًا شَيَاطِينَ الْإِنسِ وَالْجِنِّ. Look, even when you have a person who was just born, a baby who's just born, you keep him, continue to keep him in confinements and don't expose him to anyone in order not to have his fitrah altered. What can again happen is that because of the Satans, yeah, that's what the hadith is also saying. ثُمَّ أَتَتْهُمَ الشَّيَاطِينَ وَاجْتَالَتْهُمْ عَنْ دِينِهِمْ. So likewise, Satan can whisper into the ears of this boy who you have tried to keep in confinements and secluded from everyone else. Satan can still whisper, which is why we are supposed to recite Surah An-Nas every single day. خَلْفَ كُلِّ صَلَاةٍ وَصَلَاةٍ مَفْرُوضَةٍ. I mean, every single salah mafruda, obligatory salah that we finish, what do we say? After having said, the adhkar, one of those things that we say is, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ مَلِكِ النَّاسِ إِلَهِ النَّاسِ مِنْ شَرِّ al-waswas al-khannas. So we seek Allah's refuge from Satan. So one parameter is that Satan is influencing him. The other parameter, by virtue of which this person could have actually become a righteous, worshipper of Allah Azza wa Jal, something that is missing is the revelation from Allah Azza wa Jal. the recitation of the Quran, the recitation or the understanding of the Quran, the implementation of the Quran, which is when anyone would remain upright as it is.